Hey everyone, what is going on, and welcome back to another video. Now once again, it is a Sunday, so I'm coming back at you guys with another operator guide. So the results coming through from the last video, there were 471 votes, and within these votes, there were 30% votes for Maestro, 20% for Wamai, and 50% for Sledge. So thank you to all who voted, and today we are doing Sledge, obviously, from the video title. Now this week, we're not going to be doing a vote. It's basically a 99% chance that the new season is going to be dropping next week. So in honor of this, in the next coming weeks, we're going to be doing operator guides on the new operators. Just so I can bring you guys some new content revolving around the new season, because I want to push out as much new season content as possible as soon as it drops. But if this does end up not being the case and the season doesn't drop, I'm going to be doing Pulse as the operator for next week. But hopefully it will be either Ace or Melusi. And now that that is out of the way, let's get into the Sledge guide. Now, as always, we're going to be starting off with the weapon review, then moving on to the gadget utilization, and finishing off with the operator strategies. So if you're looking for a specific section, you'll find these in order across the video, starting with weapon review, etc. So let's dive into the weapon review. Obviously, Sledge's loadout is very strong set. Having access to a powerful AR and a powerful shotgun, along with these being one of the few operators with a machine pistol in their secondary arsenal. So his main primary is the L85A2 assault rifle, which brings 47 damage on 670 rounds per minute. This is an incredibly powerful gun, and this all around is just a great weapon. Bringing high damage and minimal recoil to the team makes Sledge a viable fragging asset, along with bringing strong support roles. He is also a really good entry fragger, and along with this, his gadget brings a lot of utilization to the team, which we will talk about later. The L8 is hands down one of the best attacking weapons you can bring, in my opinion, due to its raw power, and also with its weapon specifically. Using a sight such as Reflex or Holographic can still work really well instead of the ACOG. These sights just really go well with the L8, and it just works all together around as a good gun, so I can recommend that Holo or Reflex are definitely good options along with ACOG. Now diving into his second primary, the M590A1. I said this in the smoke video, this shotgun is probably the best shotgun in the game. But with you being an attacker playing Sledge, that takes away most use of the shotgun. When attacking, you'll find the majority of the gunfights you get yourself into are going to be at more of a range and a long range attack, which makes it very difficult to use a shotgun in an attacking situation. But of course, people do on any SAS op except Thatcher. You can pair this shotgun up with the range of the SMG11 if you have the accuracy control, but I recommend the L8 just for better utility on the attacking side. Now diving into his secondaries, there's only one relevant secondary in his arsenal, the SMG11. You should always use the SMG11 even if you can't control it, because it is fully automatic, and it will help you if you run out of ammo against a defender way more than a pistol ever will. So use the SMG11, not the P226. And finally, his equipment he has access to is a frag grenade and a flashbang. I would 100% recommend the frag grenades, because the way Sledge, which is strong roof play normally, these frags are going to come in handy a lot when you are doing these pushes from above. But of course, flashbangs can still work, but I would bring the frags personally. And that's what I recommend to you guys. And now, diving into the gadget utilization, obviously Sledge has access to the K-Bar, also known as the Sledgehammer or the Breaching Hammer. This gadget gives you the ability to destroy any soft wall or floor on the map, and he does actually have a maximum use of 25 hits, like 25 destructions, although most people really never use it that much in a round. He also is able to counter castles, barricades by destroying them, and Maestro cameras by destroying them. These are the two people he counters directly with his hammer. This gadget doesn't really have complexity to it, it just smashes open walls, castles, Maestros, all that. But the thing is that makes you a better Sledge player is the way you utilize this hammer. And the best way to utilize this hammer is obviously to use floor destruction. Playing vertical is one of the most powerful things you can do in Siege, completely disadvantaging anchors from staying in one position due to being a very strong distraction from above. The best way to utilize the hammer, the only thing that Sledge doesn't have access to that Buck does, is you can't play below a floor due to him having a hammer, not a gun, and you can't really hit the roof because it's too high up, which Buck has access to because he can shoot. But Sledge makes up for this in Buck having the ability to shoot up in frag grenades. Buck did have access to frag grenades, but he lost them, so now Sledge has that advantage over Buck. Utilizing the hammer above an objective is the best way to utilize it, but obviously it is still useful in other situations like rotations through walls and simple destruction of barricades or countering Maestro or Castle like I said at the start. But all around the hammer is really useful and can definitely make a good deciding factor in a round of victory. Now finishing off this video with the operator strategies, I definitely see Sledge as a flex operator, which means he's a support and a frag. Sledge has access to an amazing support gadget, but also has a fragging loadout, so that's why I believe he is a great cross between the two. Going over support is what I just explained, playing vertical on the enemy, disadvantaging and moving every anchor on site, and if communicated can lead to an attack fragging them while they are rotating, and also while he is above he can just go completely sicko mode and frag off all the contesting people on site trying to peek you. But from my experience and what I've seen, vertical play does take a little bit of practice to get it right. The metal bars in the floor are really annoying to shoot through, and you have to kind of learn to shoot in the right situation and learn how to maneuver around those bars, especially part of your enemy when you're attacking them below. So don't go too crazy getting kills above until you've worked out a strategy to pick the metal bars correctly without getting lasered, because obviously if you just sacrifice yourself, you're not really benefiting the team except putting a few holes in the roof. And obviously, if you are not playing vertical with Sledge, he can still be a very useful operator to get into gunfights with because he has a strong, solid weapon, and he is a 2-speed, he's all around pretty balanced, and just to reinforce this idea, if you're playing Sledge, you should at least be attempting to play vertical at some stage in the round, because that is the main pick goal for Sledge. As long as you can utilize this, you'll be a deadly threat to Verse. But there is really no problem at all with getting into gunfights with Sledge either, because he has that fragging loadout along with that support class, and this is why I'm suggesting he can just be played as anyone really, and that is a flexible operator. And really, other than that, that's going to wrap up today's video. I hope you guys gained something new and learned something about Sledge that you didn't know before in this video, and if you did, make sure to let me know down below in the comments. Now, I've been trying to make these videos a little bit shorter lately so I can pack in more information in less view time for you guys, so if you guys like the shorter videos, make sure to let me know, and hopefully next week's operator guides we're going to see either Ace or Melusi. And reinforcing that, hopefully next week we do get the new season. I'm going to have a lot of new content for you guys. I wish you all luck in your placements, and if you're interested in watching me live stream the new season if it does come out at any stage, I stream over on Twitch every day except for Saturday. The link is down in the description if you are interested. And other than that, again, I hope you enjoyed, and good sledgehammering. Peace.